Welcome to We're Having Fun. Hi, I'm Mark.
Hi, I'm Krista.
Hello, Krista. Welcome to This Week with me, your host.
Excuse me?
No, co-host is host.
Okay.
And my host, Krista. So, what up, dog? What's the happy? What's the happy?
This is like the second time that you've said "what up, dog" to me.
It's my catchphrase.
No.
We gotta make shirts.
No, you gotta change that.
Nah. So, new Obi-Wan trailer came out this week.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Exciting. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I do have a question.
Okay.
Do you think that since we know Anakin's going to be in it, right?
Yes.
Do you think there's going to be like a chase scene on maybe speeders or something where he's chasing Obi-Wan? Because they're trying to kill Obi-Wan, apparently. They're trying to take out Jedis.
Uh-huh.
And at some point, Anakin's going to be like, now this is pod racing.
No, I don't think that's
What if Obi-Wan does it?
I don't.
He's chasing like, now this is pod racing, Anakin.
No, I don't think it's going to happen. I would be more... I think it's more likely that if there is a chase like that, that Anakin's going to go, yippee!
I hope so.
Oh my gosh, no.
I'll be all for all that. So make it happen, Disney. Come on.
Don't. Don't make it happen.
Come on.
No.
If you got to reshoot stuff, we'll wait. It's okay. You got a couple months.
No, that sounds terrible. Please don't.
Well, anyway, I guess. What do you think about the trailer?
It looks interesting. I know a lot of people have been saying they've like picked out certain characters and gone, this doesn't look like this character. They're supposed to look like this. And it's like, okay, I don't care. I don't know who that character is.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know them, so you can't ruin it for me.
There's like one of them, I guess he's like the High Inquisitor or something like that. And they're like, his head's supposed to be longer than that. And people are like, yeah, but he's from a cartoon. And they're like, yes, but his species has been on this, he was in like episode 2 or 3 or something like that. And he looks different than this. It's like, okay, first of all, does every human look the same?
Exactly.
No.
Yeah.
So.
Not everybody's head is the same shape.
Exactly. So maybe.
Y'all crazy.
Maybe some people from that race look different.
Yeah. The internet's weird.
So, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't look much into it. I just watched the trailer and made my jokes. But it looks interesting. I don't really know what's going on, but hopefully it's fun.
Yeah, hopefully.
We'll keep our fingers crossed.
I mean, it's got Ewan McGregor, so...
How bad could it be?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, the prequels were pretty bad, and he was in those, but
he
different.
Was good. Yeah.
Exactly. He was like one of the high points of the prequels.
Yeah. You think Jar Jar will show up?
Oh, I hope not. Unless it's to die. That's so mean.
He just walks in and gets sliced up.
That's so mean.
Yeah, but I mean, think about the cheers they would get. I
still like, there was the theory that Jar Jar was going to be a Darth Lord.
Yeah.
I think that would have been interesting.
I don't know. I think that wouldn't have worked. It's so stupid.
It is real stupid, but...
He would be the dumbest Dark Lord ever.
Well, not necessarily, because that may have been... His dumbness may have all been, a ploy.
No.
Okay.
No, he's stupid.
But he would have been real easy to kill, probably.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
They'd be like, we can take this guy out real quick.
I don't care what he is. Just kill him. Anyway, I guess we should get into the movie we watched.
No, not yet, because I wanted to say...
How dare you point at me?
I wanted to say, we didn't mention what series we did watch.
What did we watch?
Like, in one night.
Oh, Murderville?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It was so fun.
It was, Murderville. I don't know if it came out recently or not, but I just heard about it.
Yeah, I think it must be
2 days ago.
Pretty recent.
Yeah.
We watched it Friday night, maybe?
Yeah.
Saturday night?
Yes, Saturday.
Okay.
That's when I got my prescription and all that.
Okay, yeah.
So, yeah. It stars Will Arnett, basically, and he works at a police station. He's a homicide detective. Mm-hmm. And they've got a lot of actors there. They solve cases every week, or every episode, I guess. So there's Netflix. And then they have a celebrity guest who doesn't have the script. doesn't know anything, so they just have to kind of improv their way through it.
Yes.
And see who breaks, basically.
Yeah, they have to improv their way through, and they throw lots of interesting things at them.
Yeah.
And they have to, like, go undercover at some point. And then also at the very end, they have to solve the case.
Yes.
They're the one who has to say who the murderer is.
Yeah, they get 3 suspects.
Yes.
And,
So
looking
it's,
for clues.
for someone who reads mystery books, it was really fun.
It's fun, yeah. You're looking for the little clues. I mean, it's not like super complicated to where it's like, oh man, you really got to rack your brain. But you can miss a lot of stuff. We missed a lot of like little details.
Yeah, you can miss stuff, but they are solvable.
Yeah, for sure.
So, because we did get several of them right.
Yeah, there were a couple I wasn't sure about. So, yeah. And I thought most of the celebrities were a lot of fun, too.
Yeah, they were.
Kamel was great.
Oh, my gosh.
Annie Murphy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Conan was fun.
Yeah. They were all really fun, actually.
Even Sharon Stone, who I'm not a big fan of, was pretty fun. Yeah.
She really got into her.
She was really into it.
Yeah, she really got into the role. It was fun.
Marshawn Lynch has to do a Marx Brothers scene where he acts as a mirror. That was ridiculous. Oh, man. Just... So, yeah, if you have Netflix, go watch it.
Ken Jeong,
yeah.
Oh, my gosh. He was really... He would break, like, all the time.
He was just having a lot of fun. He was just happy to be there.
Yeah, you could tell he was just happy to be there. He was just all smiles the whole time. I was like, I love it.
Yeah.
This was great.
So, yeah, I recommend it highly.
Definitely.
I'm glad we watched it.
Me too.
Yeah. So
I mean, it's only 6 episodes. Each episode is like roughly 30 minutes. I think they were maybe a little over 30.
Yeah.
But it doesn't take very long. We watched it, like I said, in one night. We just sat and binged it.
Yep. Well, we were just messing around.
Yeah, exactly. It was only like, 3 hours?
Yeah, something like that.
Roughly.
So it was engaging the whole way.
Yeah, it was fun. Lots of laughs.
A lot of them, yeah.
And some mystery.
And I heard about it on a podcast, so now you hear about it on a podcast, so you can spread it. And then you'll start your own podcast and tell other people about it. And we'll spread the word.
Yep, there you go. So it's on Netflix if you want to watch it.
Yeah, it is. All right, now
we can. Okay. Yeah, now we can go on.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure that everybody knew about it because it was fun.
It was. I'm glad you reminded me of that. So this week we are doing the new movie Turning Red, the new Pixar movie.
Yes.
That's on Disney Plus, which all I knew about it going in was she turned into a red panda.
Yep.
And I was very happy about that because I love red pandas.
They're so cute.
They are the cutest. Maybe the cutest animal. I don't know.
Yeah, and this is not just a regular red panda either. It's a large red panda.
It's a big one. It's a big one. But as we'll learn, you don't want to go too big with the red pandas.
No.
Apparently. So, yeah, I guess we can get started into it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's about an Asian family. It's the first, Asian female-centric Pixar movie.
I think so.
I believe so. Yeah. Which is, nice. A little diversification. They live in Toronto.
Yes, they're Chinese Canadian.
Oh, they're Chinese. Okay. Cool. They did the thing of this is more, I don't know if it's more Japanese or not, but making food look really good.
Oh my gosh, that food looks
especially
amazing.
at the beginning where
her dad
was
is cooking
really into it.
That it looked realistic part of it because when he was cutting the lettuce or whatever, I was like, oh, that looks like real lettuce. I'm hungry now.
It reminded me of Spirited Away where you had all that food and it looks so good. And it made me want steam buns, which I was thinking, man, we should have steam buns for the thing. I love them so much.
And I've never had them, so
oh gosh, we got to get some.
I don't eat a lot of Asian cuisine.
Yeah. We can go just for steam buns if you want. Just pick out some steam buns.
I mean, they look good, so
I'm sure there's another name for them, but that's just what I call them.
Are they called? Is it bao?
Maybe
bao buns.
I know that short was called bao. Yeah, but I think there's a couple different ways you can do it.
Yeah, probably.
But anyway, real good. In the Hawaiian barbecue, it's called starts with an M. I used to get them all the time. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But they're my favorite thing in the world. Anyway.
Really?
They are so good. Okay. I love them. Yes. Manapua. That's what it's called.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but yeah. But yeah, food was excellent. So.
It looked excellent. We don't know if it actually tasted that way because it's not real.
I'm sure it tasted great.
I'm sure it did.
I'd eat virtual that all day. What are we talking about? What's the movie? Red Panda.
Yes.
So they have a temple to the Red Panda.
Yes.
It's to their ancestors who I can't remember the ancestor's name.
The ancestor's name was Sun Yi.
Sun Yi, who loved animals, especially the red panda.
Yes, and there was like a big war. All of the men in the family went away to war, were soldiers, and she was left home with the children. So to
defending the village.
Yeah, to defend the village, she like prayed to the gods, I guess. And they gave her a gift that she could turn into a red panda to guard the village, I guess.
Yeah, and get rid of bandits and
so if anybody,
all kinds of stuff.
Yep, so if any bad guys came, turn into a panda, get rid of them. There we go. And so that is their gift.
Yep. And we're introduced to the main characters, a 13-year-old girl named May.
Maylin.
Right?
Maylin Lee. But everybody calls her May. Yeah. And her mother calls her May May.
Yes. At first, the voice was really getting on my nerves, honestly. She was very loud and 13-year-old. Which is not her fault. She's just a 13.
Yeah.
What can you do? But it grew on me. I liked her a lot more throughout the movie. It was just that initial blast. I was like, oh man. 13-year-old kids.
I didn't notice anything. Maybe because I was a 13-year-old girl once. I don't know. Maybe it just didn't bother me because of that.
I don't know. But I thought, is she maybe the Deadpool of Pixar? Because she's just narrating her life, very fourth wall breaking. I don't know. They should go in on it. Make her R-rated.
No.
No?
Why?
Just make her swear a lot.
No.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, she's a 13-year-old girl. It takes place somewhere around 2002 because there's a picture of like Chinese New Year 2002.
Oh, okay. I didn't notice that.
So I guess it's sometime around then. Because in the picture, she looked about the same age as she was in the movie.
Yeah, sounds right.
And we get to meet her 3 best friends who are named... They're named Miriam, Priya, and Abby.
Okay, nice.
So, and they are also rather annoying because they're 13-year-old girls.
Yeah, they also grew up with me too, though. So I like the whole group a lot. Okay, so Miriam was the red-haired girl, or was she red-haired? Maybe blondish brown.
I thought it was brown, but she always wore like
braces.
A beanie and braces. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then what were the other names?
Priya.
Priya was the very serious one.
Yes, with the deeper voice. Who was not
serious. Yeah. And then
Abby is the short one that's just like loud all the time.
Very loud, very intense. She is hopped up on some energy drinks or something. I don't know. She is going all the time. Oh, and this movie starts out, it is a horror movie. I don't know, because this was the most terrifying stuff, because her mom is very overprotective.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So the very beginning, I thought you were talking about like just the first scenes or something.
It was terrifying.
Because I was like, wait, what happened in the first scene?
Our mom's very overprotective, and she has to help out around the temple a lot, which means she doesn't spend as much time with her friends.
Yeah, so her friends are all like, let's go to karaoke, and she's like, sorry, I can't, I gotta go to the temple.
Let's look at this boy at the convenience store named Devin.
Devin.
She doesn't get it. She doesn't know why
she's
they're all into him.
Why is everybody like Devin? He's not even that great. And she's like, he's like wearing like a bucket hat and everything. Yeah, he's like 17.
Beaded necklace. Those things. Yeah.
Puka shell necklace.
I don't know. I couldn't remember if it was puka shells or if it was beaded, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But she's like, what's so great about Devin? If we fall for anybody, it should be the guys from Four Town. So yeah, there's a boy band
this is definitely 2002.
Yeah, boy band named Four Town. And of course we were watching it and, they start showing all the members of Four Town. And I was like, why is it called Four Town if there are 5 of them?
Yeah.
And then later the mom asks the same thing. And I was like, oh no.
You're the mom.
The mom. Yeah, but they're like, but why should we go for Four Town when Devin is right there?
Yeah, he's free.
And the funny thing is this literally made me think of being 13.
Yeah.
Or maybe 12. I don't know exactly how old I was. But there was this girl in class with me. And some boy liked her. Mm-hmm. And she was like, no, I can't date that guy because because I'm supposed to be with Devin Sawa.
Oh no. Why?
I was like, wait.
Is that Casper?
Yes. I'm like, wait, you really think that Devin Sawa is gonna come to Alabama?
You gotta dream big.
To our middle school and date you.
Maybe he's just gotta drive through and his car break down and she'll stop by and help him and they'll fall in love.
I mean, I had a huge crush on Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Who didn't?
And yes, if JTT had shown up.
Lord help me.
Lord help me. If he had shown up in my school and said, I want to date that girl right there, I would have been all for it. You know this.
I like that you didn't have to do any work for it. He came to you.
He just came to me. Exactly.
He somehow heard about you and was like, you.
We had this mental connection, and he was like, I gotta go find this girl. Yeah, exactly. And I knew that was never gonna happen.
Yeah.
If it ever did happen, sure. But it was never gonna happen. So if somebody had asked me out, I would have been like, I wouldn't have gone, no, sorry, I can't date you because I'm waiting for Devin Sawa to show up, No. So that's what that made me think of.
Yeah, I can see it. I feel like they really did nail the 13-year-old life. I remember seeing all the girls just really digging those pop stars all the time.
Yeah.
They all had their favorite Backstreet Boy or NSYNC member. And and I was like, bro, I'm right here.
Well, your first mistake is calling them bro.
Oh, did I mess up? You love it, though.
I do not. I assure you.
Bro.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I thought they captured that spirit pretty well.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
So anyway, she has to go help out at the temple. It is apparently like the oldest family temple in Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it's got like red pandas all over the place, and they do their little prayers to the ancestors.
Yeah.
To Sun Yi.
There you go.
Yeah.
They clean it up.
They clean it up.
Sweeping, choreographed sweeping.
Mm-hmm. They go after people who are like graffitiing outside.
Yeah, seriously. Those jerks.
Yeah, and it seems kind of boring, honestly.
Yeah.
But, she's spending time with her mom. She seems to like her mom.
Yeah. She wants to do right by her mom. She strives to be perfect. Mm-hmm. Get good grades in school, do all the extracurriculars really well. Mm-hmm. Really hammer down on a flute.
Yep.
Like a boss. And so she's got a lot going on.
She does.
And she wants to go to a concert because Four Town's coming.
Yeah, and her mom is just like, I don't understand why anybody would like these people.
You don't need these boys.
Yeah.
Boys are gross.
And also, she does not like Miriam very much either.
Yeah, for
I don't know
no
why.
reason. I don't know either.
I don't get it.
Singles her out. It's real weird.
Because it's like, I guess Priya and Abby are okay, but she just does not like Miriam.
If you're going after anybody, maybe Abby, because she's so intense.
Yeah.
But the other two are real nice.
Yeah, I don't know.
She is not for her.
Yeah.
Not going to the concert just really got her flustered and crazy and angry.
Well, they didn't really find out about the concert until a little into it.
Oh, was it?
Because I think it's after she starts turning into a panda. Into a red panda.
I don't know. She gives
right
that presentation. Because they're gonna all ask their parents. But
first, I'm pretty sure she turns into a panda first.
I don't think so. Well, then what turns her into a... Oh, I know what turns her into a panda.
She dreams. She has a dream that night.
No. What she does
after
she does it. She's doing her homework and she starts doodling about Devin. She's like,
well, she just starts doodling and then she realizes what she's drawing actually looks like Devin.
Yeah,
and then she's like,
why do they like him? Just because he has nice shoulders, and
nice eyes.
She's drawing like rippling biceps, and a six-pack on him. And then she starts falling in love with him.
She starts drawing herself with Devin, he's holding her and all this stuff, and then she draws
he's a mermaid.
She draws a bunch of stuff. She draws a bunch,
and her mom knocks on her door to come in her room. She's like, "Oh no, I can't let my mom see this."
So she tries to hide it under the bed, hide the notebook, but it's still kind of peeking out.
Yeah,
and so her mom comes in. And she's like, "Don't look at the notebook. Don't look at the notebook. Don't look at the notebook." And then she looks down at the notebook. She's like, "Oh my gosh, what have I done?" And her mom looks down at the notebook and sees it and picks it up and starts looking at it. And she goes crazy.
Yeah, she loses her mind.
I do not understand this mother.
I'm telling you, this is the horror movie part.
This is the horror movie. Yes, definitely.
Nuts.
Yes.
She is so overprotective that it is insane.
Yes. So. And she's like, "What did this boy do to you?" And And she doesn't give May a chance to say anything.
No.
she just takes her
like,
to the car.
I'll take care of this.
Takes her to the car.
I know this boy.
Yeah, this is the boy that works at whatever
The Dairy Mart.
So she just drives May there.
Oh, gosh.
This is the most embarrassing thing I've ever witnessed in my entire life. I mean, this was like a cringe fest.
It was so hard to watch.
Yeah, I was just like, oh.
No. Yeah.
Because she goes inside.
Why?
With the notebook. With all of the pictures.
No.
And shows them to Devin. And it's like, what have you been doing to my daughter? And Devin's just like, I don't even know your daughter. And May is just sitting back there like, oh.
And Tyler, her school classmate, is kind of a jerk to her.
Who they call Stupid Evil Tyler.
Yeah. He's like, it's Mei Ling, she's right here.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's so bad.
And all these people see it. They start making kissing noises and everything. And the mother is just so embarrassing.
Yeah, it is the worst thing in the world.
I mean, my mother embarrassed me. But she never was this.
Never that bad.
It was like, my mom might like dance down the aisle in the grocery store or something, which is something I do now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was just like, oh my gosh, my mom is so embarrassing. My mother was nothing compared to this.
Yeah, my mom was good. She was pretty good about not being too embarrassing. She was probably more embarrassed by me than I was of her.
I can see that.
How dare you?
But the thing is, like, what my mom would do, it's nothing. It is absolutely nothing compared to this.
That was intense.
Oh, it was so bad.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah. That's, she's super traumatized.
Yeah, so she goes home. She just goes to bed. She's like, cries herself to sleep.
Yeah, she goes in the mirror and is like yelling at herself about why she would do this and
about how like she's a terrible daughter and everything because she likes boys.
It's like, oh my gosh, that's so messed up.
Yikes.
But I do feel it. I've been there, not from mom stuff.
Yeah.
But like, I'm a people pleaser like her.
Yeah.
And I'm really hypercritical about myself, which, really messed me up mentally. But hopefully, this whole lesson she learned from this, I'm like, I really wish I had learned all this at 13.
At 13,
that would have been nice instead of 30 something.
Yeah.
So, good for her. But yeah, that was hard to watch. I felt really bad for her because that sucks.
Yeah, because I mean,
it's not her fault.
No,
she's just a normal kid. She's
a normal 13-year-old girl.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's like, what was her mother like when she was that age? Did she not like boys?
Seriously. Well, she liked at least one, apparently. But I don't know what age it was.
Yeah, it's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was sad.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. So yeah, she pretty much like cries herself to sleep after all of that, after she gets mad at herself.
Yeah.
And then
she wakes up in the morning.
Well, she has this dream that Sun Yi comes to her.
Yeah.
And there are pandas all over the place, red pandas all over. And then
it's like the Heffalump dream.
It's like all kinds of terrible things happening in I can't even remember.
Yeah, I don't even remember.
It was just it was just a really, really bad nightmare.
Yeah. That's again horror movie at the beginning.
And then she wakes up the next morning.
Feeling like a panda.
Yes, feeling like a red panda. But not just feeling like a red panda, as a red panda.
Looking like a red panda, huge red panda.
So she wakes up, she doesn't notice anything at first until she walks into the bathroom.
Even though she's hitting her head on her light and everything. But I guess she's still pretty groggy.
Yeah, so she goes into the bathroom and she looks in the mirror and she realizes that she is a giant red panda.
Yes, and she screams and her mom hears, she freaks out.
Yeah, and her mom's like, what's wrong? Oh my gosh. And her mom thinks that she started her period.
Yeah. So she goes all over the place.
And the thing is, her mom's like, it's too early. It's too soon for that. And I'm like, no, it's not.
What? She's 13. Like, she's especially 13. These days, like, it can happen a lot earlier than that.
No, she's 13. I'm pretty sure that's...
Yeah, that's
normal.
Yeah, that's a fine time. So, yeah. But she brings in pads and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, like all kinds of stuff for like for cramps and everything.
Yeah, ibuprofen and all that. I like she has so many sizes of pads just, ready for her.
I mean, sometimes you need
different sizes. That's true.
You gotta have your overnight and you gotta have your regular and your light days. Come on.
But do you need like 10 sizes that she had or whatever. There were a bunch. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe. I don't know.
You probably don't need that many.
Okay. I'm not, I don't know.
You're not a woman.
That we know of.
But I mean, you could probably get away with I get away with one size.
Yeah.
But you
It
could
fits
probably
all.
do, technically 2, I guess. But
Yeah.
you could probably get away with 3 and be completely fine.
Yeah.
But
But she was prepared.
she had so many different ones.
She
She was
did.
very prepared.
Which, in any other movie, it would be nice. But in this movie,
It's like, that's
she's
not
crazy.
what she needs.
Yeah. You're freaking her out.
Yeah, so she's like hiding in the shower when her mom comes, and her mom's like about to open the shower curtain, and then like something.
Her porridge is burning.
the porridge is
Yeah.
burning. So she runs out, and so May runs into her room and locks the door and everything.
Yeah.
And she,
She starts calming herself down.
yeah, she calms herself down. I love the technique that she uses to calm herself down, where she
Yeah.
just brushes the sides of her face.
Yeah.
Which is
that's
really
nice.
cute.
Yeah.
She's just like, calm.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see
really
that be
cute.
pretty calming. So she turns back into a normal girl.
Except that she has red hair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So she puts a hat
Pretty
on.
cool. I like
Yeah, it looks really
Looks
cute.
good.
So she puts a hat on to cover up her red hair and everything.
Yeah.
And her mom takes her to school, drops her off,
Mm-hmm.
and she goes on to school. Everybody's like, she feels like everybody's staring at her.
Yeah, of course.
As you do.
Yeah.
She runs into her friends, and they're kind of asking her how she's doing.
She's trying to be calm.
She's
trying
trying
not
to
to
be
get too excited.
so calm. And then she sees someone has made photocopies of the drawings that she had of Devin
Yeah.
and put them on the lockers.
Yeah.
And so she like grows a tail because she's like,
Yeah.
she's trying to keep it in, but
Yeah,
she can't
she
keep it
can't.
completely in. She ends up running away.
She runs to the bathroom, right? Is that what it is?
I don't no, I think she just goes to class and sits down.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It poofs away
Yeah.
when she's in class.
And it's like math class or something, and the guy's
Yeah.
like, let's do, quadratic equations or
Yeah.
something. And she's like, okay, this will be calming.
Yes. I can do this.
So Miriam sits down beside her and like keeps sending her little notes like, are you okay?
Yeah.
And she's like, yep, doing fine, thanks.
I miss note passing. That was fun.
It was really cute. And she's like, are you sure?
Yeah.
Then she sends one to her, and she doesn't want to look at it, but she's like, no, look at the note. And she looks at it and says, is that your mom outside?
Uh-huh.
And she looks out the window, and there's her mom behind the tree.
Why is she there? And she's it's one of the, like, I don't know, security or workers?
Yeah, it's
I don't
security,
know.
I think.
They're, like, trying to get her off the property, basically.
Gosh.
And she's just having a little run around with them, and it's causing a scene, and it is.
And everybody's looking out, and May's just like,
Awful.
I don't know what to do. And her mom's like, May, you forgot your pads. And-
Why would you do this?
Oh, gosh.
That is awful. Nobody would do this.
Why is the mother like this? She's a nightmare.
No one is this horrible of a person.
Oh my gosh.
So unaware of the world.
It's like, you had to have been a child. Can you not understand this?
Oh, it's so bad. But yeah, so she freaks out and turns into a panda.
Yep.
And she emits a pink smoke when she does it,
Yeah.
apparently, when it's real intense, I
Yeah.
guess. And yeah, so she kind of is able to escape in the smoke.
Yes,
To the bathroom.
That's when she goes to the bathroom, yes. And one of the doors of the stalls opens.
Yeah.
And the girl walks out and is like, oh my gosh. And she just like pushes her back.
Yeah, puts her in her face and pushes her in.
She escapes through like the window.
Yeah.
The bathroom window.
Yeah.
And runs out. Her mom sees her and
Yeah.
sees that she's a red panda.
Yeah. So she's trying to chase her down.
Yeah, so she's chasing her. She's like going on the top, on like the roofs and everything, just trying to get.
They
to
cause
the
a lot of
temple.
destruction in
They
this
do.
movie.
They do.
They're just starting off breaking tiles here, and I was like, man, who's gonna fix them tiles?
Yeah, so she finally makes it back to her house, and her mom goes in and finds her trying to calm herself again with the brushes.
Yeah,
And it's not working.
It's not working.
And her dad's like, "Oh, it's happening again," or
Yeah.
something.
She's like, what?
She's like, "What again? What are you talking about?"
Sir?
And that's when she finds out about the family gift.
Yeah, it goes to all the women in the
Yes.
family.
All the women in the family. And it was great when they were, living in China, but then they moved to Canada.
Yeah.
It's like there's no reason for you to be a red panda here.
Yeah.
And so they found out that there was a ritual you can do.
Yes.
On like the first red moon after you turn, I guess.
Or it's just on a red moon. It doesn't have to be the first one.
Yeah, I guess not. But they say the ritual, you can do the ritual during the next red moon.
Yeah.
But then they also say you have one chance to stop it. Which is not true. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
That is not true.
That doesn't seem true.
So they can do this little ritual and they can trap the spirit of the red panda into like
an item. Some kind of.
Usually it's like a piece of jewelry. That's what she and her grandmother, her mother and her grandmother and her aunts and all of that. Her
mother has a necklace. Mm-hmm. Her grandmother has a bracelet.
Yes.
Yeah. And then like one of them has a ring. One of them has a hairpin.
One of them has earrings.
Yeah. And I forgot the other one had. I don't know.
I think it may have been like a brooch.
A brooch, something that's like what it is.
So yeah, it's usually some kind of piece of jewelry that you keep on you at all times, and you always have your little red panda spirit.
Right, but they're like, oh, we got to make it a month here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be awful.
Yeah, so they find out when the next red moon is, and it's like May 25th.
Yeah,
which is when is May 25th when Obi-Wan Kenobi starts?
Oh, maybe. I don't remember.
I can't remember. I think it's something like that. Anyway, so they're going to do the ritual.
Yep. Decided.
And then, I can't remember if it's Miriam that calls or...
don't they all come by her window? Come by.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
They set her up in a room with no furniture so she can't break anything.
Yes. That's it. So they're like, you can stay here. It's just temporary until we can get you, we can do the ritual and you won't have to worry about your red panda spirit anymore. Mm-hmm. And so, the girls come by, the best friends come by. And this is when she finds out that there's a concert.
Right. Yeah.
That they're going to be in town, in Toronto. On May 18th.
Yep.
And so the tickets are like $200 each. Yeah. They're all going to ask their parents if they can go. And of course, she's a red panda.
Yes.
And they do see it and they're like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. And they
oh yeah, she does. They come in when she's still a red panda?
Yeah, because when they come in, like the curtains are closed and she's like, you can't come in. And then she ends up like pulling them all in.
Yeah.
So they love it. Yeah, they love it.
It's the perfect reaction because red pandas are adorable.
And she is absolutely adorable.
She is
as a red panda. I mean, she's cute as a little girl too, but she's
a cute red panda. There's many times where I was like, when she's like laying down to go to sleep, I'm like, I just want to like
cuddle
roll
up next
around.
To it. Yeah.
Just enjoy the soft fur.
Yeah,
it's
because
like so nice.
At one point, like Abby hugs her and is just like, "You're so fluffy." I'm like, I know, so cute. I just want to like cuddle up with it.
I'm jealous.
Yeah. So they decide that they're all going to, ask their parents if they can go to the concert, and so they make their little plan, and then they leave. Mm-hmm. And she's like, how am I going to do this? Because I'm going to turn into a red panda at the concert. But then she realizes that her friends calm her.
Yeah, she's able to be calm.
If she thinks about her friends, then she can stay in her normal human. She can control the red panda spirit, so she won't turn into a red panda.
Yeah, which is nice.
Yes, so she tells her parents that she's able to control it. And so they give her tests.
Test her.
And so I forget what all the tests are, but the big test.
Yeah,
the big last test. They bring in this cardboard box that is closed. And it's like, what is in the box?
What's in the box?
And she opens it, and there are like 5 kittens in there. And they're just big
anime kittens, too, with huge eyes.
Huge kitten eyes.
Yeah.
And they just like start crawling all over, and she's trying to hold it in.
I like they really mix in a lot of like anime things, like when she like breaks into a sweat thing when her mom's looking at the journal or whatever, but it goes to that old anime thing where it sinks into the face and it's frozen with sweat just falling down.
And then also whenever she sees like a really cute animal or a really cute boy, her eyes like turn into anime eyes that get like real big and real sparkly.
I love it. But yeah, those kittens were adorable.
They were so cute, and she manages to pass the test.
Yep.
She doesn't turn into a red panda, so they're like, all right, well, you seem to be controlling it really well. And so she's like, okay, now's my chance.
Yeah.
I've I've shown them that I can control this.
Yeah.
Can I go to this concert?
She gives a presentation with sparklers and a slideshow
and they're like,
stuff.
no, her mom does not want her to go.
Yeah.
Her dad's like, she'll be fine.
Like, maybe we should let her try. Yeah.
I like the dad a lot.
Oh, yeah, the dad was great.
The dad was great.
Yeah.
But yeah, the mom's like, nope, you can't go. I don't like these boys.
And she asks her husband if she's right. He groans. He says, your dad agrees.
So she's like, oh my gosh, what was the point of even controlling the red panda if I can't even go to the concert?
Yeah,
so she gets real mad about it.
You gotta trust her.
Yeah. So the next day, she goes to school.
Oh, but another reason they should say no is that those tickets are $200.
Oh, yeah. Those are way too expensive.
Yeah, you should not go. And really, $200 for, like, get a nosebleed. You'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Kids. You're
exactly. So she goes to school the next day. None of the others got permission to go.
For any of them, yeah.
They were all having problems.
They said it's stripper music. And what's wrong with that?
And then one of them said it was too expensive. And I was like, yeah. So they're like, I guess we won't get to go, Because they're not going to be able to... They can try to raise the money, but, I think they say that they're going to try to raise it. But they don't know how they're going to do it.
Yeah.
And then they're in the bathroom, and she turns into a panda. I keep saying just panda, but it is a red panda.
Yeah.
So she turns into a red panda, and these 3 girls come in.
They're like...
And they're like, oh no, we're going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
They're going to tell on us. And they're just like, you're so cute. And so they're like, we would pay to,
just get a picture
with you and all this stuff. And so they're like, oh, really? So they decide that they're going to...
business.
Yep, they're going to start a little business, a little side hustle, so that they can get their money to go to the concert. And they'll sneak out and they'll go. And they film a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
There's one part where Miriam
disgusting.
is chewing gum with her braces.
And it's just like, why? And they show that multiple times throughout the movie, and I hate it.
They only showed it twice, but it was twice too many.
The worst. Yeah, and so they're having a great time with her as a panda, and they're making merch.
Yeah,
they're very entrepreneurial.
They are
kids there,
but they've got their little goal. Their goal is $800, and they're working toward their goal, and they're like 100 away.
Yeah. Man, those are some rich kids at that school.
Right? Oh my gosh.
Wow.
They're like selling red panda ears and tails also.
Yep.
All kinds of stuff.
And shirts that say, what is it?
I can't remember.
Fur baby.
Fur baby. Oh my gosh, that was it. Yep. Oh no.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they're trying to get enough money so that they can buy tickets on the day of the concert. And
that's insane.
That is insane.
Yeah.
Because there's no way that those tickets would not be sold out.
Yeah. Scalpers alone would take them.
I remember when I was, a little older than this, because when I was 13, NSYNC was not like a big thing yet, but it was about to be.
You could sense them though. You knew they were
I could sense them on the horizon.
Like,
but
I'm just waiting for JT. Let's pass.
Yes. Yes. I didn't care about Justin.
Why hasn't he come by yet?
Where is Lance Bass?
I don't understand it.
I mean, he's from Mississippi. Why can't he just cross over to Alabama and come find me?
I'm sure I'm his type.
I mean, I've got to be, right? I mean, he's totally into girls. I know it.
Yes.
Anyway. So yeah, I like Lance.
I like Lance.
But when they were in concert in Birmingham, and I tried to get tickets, and they sold out immediately.
Really?
I did not get tickets.
Not surprised.
And I was very sad, but I was like, oh well, they were pretty expensive anyway.
You gotta get in on those pre-sales.
I mean, it was because they said, they'll go on sale at 8 o'clock or whatever. And I was waiting there at 8 o'clock, and I still didn't get it.
Yeah.
But also that was in the days of AOL, when you could have them in your cart and accidentally get knocked offline by somebody calling.
Oh, yeah.
Which may have been what happened. I can't remember, but we didn't have the best internet connection.
Yeah. When I'd go get wrestling tickets, I would just go early to the Ticketmaster booth and stand in line forever. And still... my tickets weren't great. It's like,
yeah.
What's the point?
Yeah, so surely that show would have been sold out on the day of.
Yeah.
And the only way you would probably be able to get them would be scalpers, and there's no way that they would be selling them for $800.
Oh, no way.
Maybe $800 for one ticket.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so it's like, okay, this is this is very unrealistic.
Yeah, but we'll give them a break.
Not the fact that she's turning into a red panda.
That I buy 100%.
But this concert ticket situation is so unrealistic.
Come on, Pixar, do better. I want reality in my panda movies.
Oh my gosh. So anyway, one of the things that happens while they're doing all of their entrepreneurial stuff is, what was his name again?
Tyler.
Stupid Evil Tyler. Stupid Evil Tyler shows up, and they won't even take his money. They're like, no, we don't want you here.
No Tylers.
No Tylers. Get out. But he has a birthday coming up, and he wants to have the red panda at his birthday party.
Yeah.
And so he's like, I'll pay extra, and they only need like $100 more.
Yeah.
And she's like, let me think about it. So they do agree, and he's like, how much do you want? And they're like, $200.
Yeah.
And you only get the panda for an hour.
Yeah. He's
So
like, yeah, cool,
he's
that's
like,
fine.
sounds good to me. And
Yeah,
they
I love it.
shake on it. So they have their little deal. And it's supposed to be like the night before the concert.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, okay, we can do this. It's going to be perfect timing. We'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
And the night of, she's getting ready. She's about to leave. And then her grandmother
and aunts
show up.
Because they saw the news of the red panda going everywhere.
Yes.
And they had called her mom earlier, and you could tell her mom kind of
does not want to talk to her mother.
Kind of the same relationship that Meg has with her a little bit. A little overprotective, a little high standards. So
yep. So they all show up, and they're like, the more, they're talking about like how
the more you use it, the harder it is to get rid of it.
To get rid of it, exactly. Yeah. And she's been using it a lot to get this money.
Yeah.
So she's like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this anymore.
Yeah. And the grandmother finds a tuft of hair. How is that incriminating? She's obviously turned into the red panda.
Yeah, it could have
times,
just been something left over from the first time she turned into it.
Yeah, it's not like you're obviously going around school selling merchandise or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, but...
Which she does the very smart kid thing of hiding it all under your bed.
Yes.
Because no one will ever find anything under your bed.
Yeah, she hides everything under her bed, and it's
it's very smart. Kids are real smart.
Yeah. Anyway, so she's supposed to be at the party, and she hasn't shown up yet, and Tyler's getting real mad about it.
Yeah, the party's not going well.
Yeah. Nobody's
even doing the Cupid shuffle.
Yeah, right? It's like, what?
What kind of party is that?
So she decides that she is going to go, but she shows up and she's wearing the cardboard red panda outfit that she used to wear at the temple.
Yeah.
And they're like, this is stupid.
It is not as fluffy.
This is not cool. I want my money back, basically.
Yeah.
And so she goes and talks to, the best friends pull her aside, and they're like, well, because she tells them, I can't turn into the red panda anymore.
Yeah.
I just can't do it. And so they're like, okay, that's fine. And one of them says, I won't go to the concert. You guys can go without me. And then another one's like, no, you guys go. I'll stay home. And then she's like, no, you go. I'll stay home. And so they decide, well, if we can't all four go, we just won't go at all.
Yeah. Instead, we'll have $600 to spend
on whatever we want.
And have a great time.
Right? Actually, $700 because they needed $800. They just needed $100 more. They got $700.
She wanted $100 walking around money.
Right? Maybe to buy some merch at the concert.
Probably.
So
you could buy 2 shirts with that.
Yeah. So they've got all this money. It's this concert is not the be all end all.
Yeah.
But they think it is because they're 13. Yeah. But so she decides, okay, it's probably not going to hurt to turn into the panda one more time.
Right.
So she turns into a red panda. She's like, you want a red panda? You're going to get a red panda. So they have so much fun at this party.
Yeah, the kids are riding her around. She's jumping around, having a good time.
Exactly. It's real cute. And then that's when the mother
looks under the
bed.
Yeah.
She goes into the room to make sure she's okay. And
because the grandmother's like, you better watch her like a hawk.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, well, I'll go check on her, you know. So she goes in there to check on her.
The window's open.
The window's open. There's a picture of her and May together that has fallen down and broken. Mm-hmm. So she closes the window, and then she goes over and she sees that. Mm-hmm. And she picks it up, and when she picks it up, she notices something kind of peeking out from under the bed. And so she goes under the bed and sees everything under there, and it's like all of the stuff.
All the merch.
All the merch, all the drawings.
She has bad grades. Not bad grades, they're just like average grades.
Well, she had like a C.
It's average.
Yeah, average. Yes. But for her, who was always like A+, 100, Tribune kind of stuff, you know, that's a big deal. Yeah. So she's like, what is happening? And she sees the flyer for Tyler's party. Yeah. Tyler and the panda.
With the address.
And everything and the time. And so she's like, this is not happening.
You thought Devin was bad.
So she heads out. Yeah. And you're like, oh no, she's about to show up at this party. Yeah. So they're up on the roof, the 3 girls. Yeah. And
4 girls.
Yeah, and May. Yeah. I guess she wasn't a panda at the red panda at the time, but for some reason I was thinking she was.
Oh, she was.
I think she turns back into... Oh, no, she was, because she was bringing the cake up.
Yeah, she was eating that cake.
Yep, that's right. So, yeah, the 3 girls and the red panda. Yeah. So, they're sitting up there talking, and then... I forget what happens. Maybe they hear...
He's really, like... Tyler's really giving her a lot of crap about, you need to get back down here. I paid you to be here. Yeah. She's getting annoyed.
But how do they find out about the concert? Do they hear it on the radio or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe they're listening to the radio or...
I think so.
But they hear that, something about the concert on May 25th. Yeah. And they're like, wait, what? The 25th?
It's supposed to be the 18th.
It's supposed to be the 18th. And Abby has the schedule, and she looks at it, and it's Toledo on the 18th.
Not Toronto.
And Toronto on the 25th. And it's like, that's the same night as the Red Moon when we're supposed to do the ritual. Yep. So she starts freaking out. And then... her mother shows up.
Yeah. Well, she starts freaking out, and then Tyler gives her more stuff. And she gets
that's right.
real mad and just pounces on him. And her mom shows up like right at that time.
When she's angry red panda.
Yeah. And Tyler's freaking out and crying on the ground. She messed him up good. Tyler's parents are yelling at her mom and telling her it's all her fault.
And she's dangerous and she shouldn't be around them and everything.
And the party's over. And so the mom turns around and she starts yelling at her friends. Yes. Telling her it's their fault, getting her involved. They took advantage of her. She didn't want to do any of this. And the friends are like, this was her idea. She wanted to. Like, and
then they're like, May?
Yeah, May, tell her.
And she does not tell.
May, nuzzles into her mom.
And it's like, oh my gosh, May, what are you doing?
Where's that panda spirit?
So...
pretty much takes her home. The friends are pissed. But they do see that she has left her Tamagotchi, who has...
She dropped her Tamagotchi.
Robert? Is this?
It's Robert. Robert Jr.
Robert Jr.
Because she was so excited because she was going to take her Tamagotchi to the concert so that Robert Jr. could meet his father. Yes. Robert. Like,
oh no.
Okay. While we're on this.
Yes. Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, so I had a Tamagotchi.
Uh-huh.
Or it may have been like a off-brand Tamagotchi.
Rama Hooch. Nope.
No. I don't remember what it was called. But I mean, there was that and there was like Neopets and stuff like that. There were all kinds of different ones. So I had one. Actually, I probably had more than one. And yes, I did something similar to this.
No. No.
I didn't name it like so-and-so Junior.
Uh-huh.
But there was a guy that I liked.
Uh-huh.
And his first name was George.
Uh-huh.
That's not what he went by, so I feel like I'm okay saying that. He knew that I liked him.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, but his first name was George.
Uh-huh.
And so I tried putting George in, but it wouldn't let me get that many letters in there.
Take George?
It would not fit George. Yeah, it would not fit George.
Limited Tamagotchi.
So I was like, I think you could only do like 5 letters or something. And so I was like, well, I'll just name it Geo.
Geo.
So I thought it sounded cool. Yeah. So it's like Geo. And it's like, and nobody will know.
Yes.
Until right now. When
you love rocks. That's what it was all about.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's sad.
Yeah. But I didn't say that it was his son.
Yeah.
That was weird. That was weird.
You were just raising George as your own. You'll grow up to love me.
George died several times. I had to restart George a lot. I was a very bad Tamagotchi mother.
I'm kind of glad y'all didn't end up together because, man, that would have been rough for him. Krista, I haven't eaten in days.
Oh, man. So, yeah, she leaves her Tamagotchi behind, and they pick it up.
And, yeah, pretty much goes back to... I think they're pretty much going to the ritual after that.
Yeah, they're doing the ritual, and meanwhile the girls are going to the concert without her.
Yeah, they just show up with a lunchbox full of money and somehow didn't get robbed in the street.
Yeah, and somehow ended up getting tickets. Still don't understand that, but okay.
They had plenty, real close, general admission. They were able to get up there and not get squished. Seriously. It's ridiculous.
Geez. So yeah, they make it to the concert. The ritual's about to happen, and she gets all dressed up and everything.
Her dad is like putting away stuff from dinner. He goes downstairs and he finds the video camera.
Yes.
With all their fun clips on it, like the bubblegum braces, which we all loved.
But it does have them like dancing to the songs and everything.
Having a good time.
Yeah.
She's obviously really happy.
So he brings it up to her and he shows it to her and he's like, "You seem like you're really happy." Like this.
And asks if her mom told her about her panda.
Yeah.
She's like, she
won't tell me.
Really big.
Yeah, because May's like, she won't tell me anything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, she was really big, but the reason that she had to get rid of it is because it was a little more angry than...
Yeah, they had a big falling out.
She had a big fight with her mother about the dad.
This guy.
Yeah, exactly, because she wanted to be with him,
and
the mother didn't approve, and so they got into a big fight. And she almost destroyed the temple. It was so bad. And she was very big.
And her mom has a scar, and we kind of find out that she gave that to her, apparently, as a panda. Yeah. Which I figured is what happened, but yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway. I forget what he tells her.
It's just basically, I like this you don't have to delete it, but,
Yeah.
Just make sure you keep part of this with you even no matter what happens, because you seem happy.
Yeah, so it's time for the ritual. She goes downstairs. There was like an old man that was in the temple or around the temple, or maybe he was just in Chinatown. I don't know exactly where he was.
He was in the temple playing chess at one point.
Playing chess, okay. Yeah. So yeah, he's there and he's like the one who's going to be
he's the
doing
shaman.
The ritual.
Yeah.
And he has like this big sword and it's got like a jewel in the middle of it.
Very interesting sword. Looks like kind of the one that the Green Ranger plays, just big size.
It does.
It does.
What was that called?
I don't remember.
I feel like it had a name.
It did, but I don't remember what it was.
Darn.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they put like a circle around her and she has to stay within the circle. And the other people go like around the circle and they start chanting. Yeah. And it doesn't have to be a specific song. It can just be anything as long as you're like singing from the heart.
Yeah. But the grandma's very...
she's very traditional and she wants it to be this specific thing. So they're doing their little chant and suddenly it's like a portal that opens up kind of like to... Yeah.
Shoots a laser beam into her face.
Yeah. It was real weird.
Starts raising up and then, she
goes into like a
forest.
Some kind of like ethereal world. Yeah, there's a forest. And she follows like these leaves. There's like a wind that's blowing. She follows the leaves to this little clearing, and that's where Sun Yi shows up.
She opens up a little disc portal.
Yeah, it's like a little mirror kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so she goes up to it and she starts putting her hand in, and when she puts her hand in, the spirit of the red panda kind of comes out the other side.
Yeah. All the other side is she's got her black hair, so if she can go back to normal, she goes to the other side.
Exactly. So she starts like going through the mirror, and she's struggling. Yeah, it's real hard. But I guess
the panda's kind of upset. You can tell the panda doesn't want to leave.
Yeah, and so I guess it's because she's used the panda so much that
they like each other.
And it makes it harder. It's more of a struggle because of that.
And that panda's cute.
It is real cute.
Well, how dare you hurt that panda?
Exactly, it's real cute. So she gets about halfway through, and then she decides, no.
I like my panda.
I like my red panda. I like the red panda spirit.
Yep.
I'm not me without it.
Yeah.
So she decides that she's gonna keep it, and she turns into a red panda again during the ritual, and
she takes off. Yeah.
And they're like, oh no, go after her, hurry. So as she is leaving,
they're trying to like drag her back in.
Yeah. And her mother is like trying to drag her back in, and she falls, and when she does, it makes a crack.
Cracks her necklace.
In the necklace.
Yeah.
So she gets away though. She starts running.
She does a nice little bounding thing where she turns to the panda and then shoots herself away.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I liked it.
But then she somehow manages to jump all the way into the concert arena.
Yeah, which it was, that had to have been, if anybody was watching the ceiling, had to have been terrifying because it's just this kid just falling down into the arena from the top of the Sky Dome, and it's like, oh no.
Yeah, but she turns into the red panda again to hit the ground, and then she turns back into herself.
Yeah, and she immediately finds her friends in thousands and thousands of kids.
They're like right there.
Yeah.
So she's found her friends, and they're like, oh yay, we're all here together. This is, well, they're not at first. They're like,
they're not super happy.
We don't want to talk to you because you abandoned us and everything. And she's like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
And then you find out that Miriam has the Tamagotchi.
Yeah.
She has Robert Jr. and has been feeding
yes.
and taking care of Robert Jr. for her.
It's very nice of her.
And they're like, okay, fine. We can be friends again. So they all hug and everything.
Yeah.
And I can't remember if it was at this point that they see Tyler or if it was later, but they see him in the crowd. He walks by and they're like, Tyler?
He's a huge Four Town fan.
He's a big Four Town fan.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh my gosh, we're best friends now.
Yeah, they love him at that point.
So like he's been evil, stupid Tyler the whole time. And then suddenly it's like, no, this is Tyler, our new BFF.
Yeah.
So they're at the concert. They're waiting for it to start. Meanwhile, back at the temple, the mother's necklace completely breaks.
Yeah, and her panda.
She turns into a panda.
And she's Godzilla panda.
It is a giant panda. It's like kaiju panda.
Yeah.
Red panda.
Yeah, she is going to destroy this town.
And she just like starts walking and she's like destroying buildings and everything.
Yelling for
May May. It's like, oh my gosh. So she knows exactly where they're going to, or where she's going, so she's heading off to that concert.
Yeah, apparently she can't do the jump thing.
Yeah, I guess not. She's too big, maybe.
Yeah.
But everybody else is like, oh my gosh, we gotta stop this.
We gotta do the ritual.
So they head off to running after her. So it finally gets to the concert. They show up in like these cages. They start singing. They come out.
They do their like what they're known for. One shoots a basketball and puts his cage open.
Yeah.
I can't remember what all the others do, but it's ridiculous.
So they come out. They start their first song and everything, and then they all have like these angel wings.
Yeah,
and they fly up.
And like reaching out for her.
Robert starts reaching out, and May is like reaching up to him, and then suddenly she hears May May. And it's her giant red panda mom. Yeah. And she's just like peeking into the stadium.
Yeah, the stadium's still kind of partly open.
Oh my gosh. And she sees her there. She finds her. Yeah. And
which again is amazing that they can do this.
And she like climbs into the stadium.
Yeah,
everybody
wrecks the ceiling.
Running.
She like peels it open.
This poor boy band is like still stuck in their like harnesses with their fake wings, and they're just like, what is going on?
I don't know how they didn't die multiple times, but
I know.
It's the joy of the movie, I guess.
Yeah, so she gets in there and she like picks May up. And
she's like, you're in so much trouble.
Yeah, exactly. She's like, how dare you lie to me, or how dare you disobey me or whatever. And she's like, I lied to you so much.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my gosh, this is not helping your case.
Then she goes red panda and bites her hand, gets away.
So it's red panda versus red panda.
And then it gets weird.
It gets real weird. Yeah, everybody starts running away because there's a giant red panda.
Yeah.
And I mean giant. So people start running away, and then somehow, I don't know how they did it, but the family ends up getting inside.
Yeah, they show up very quickly.
Yeah, very quickly.
And yeah, they get in there.
And
the dad finds a chalk thing from like football games,
I guess so. And he makes like this giant circle.
Yeah.
And so May has to
do the ritual.
Yeah, so they can do the ritual. And so May has to, she sees it and she's trying to get her mom to get into the circle.
Yeah, and she's distracting her while they do everything else.
And the way she distracts her is
she starts showing her how she dances. And I guess in 2002, this is kind of probably accurate. I don't know.
I
feel like this was kind of the start of all the weird grinding, twerking dances by younger folk.
Maybe. I don't know.
And she just keeps twerking as a little panda. And it's just like, I know that I'm an adult watching a kid's movie, but come on. I don't want to watch this kid twerk.
It's like, this is a 13-year-old girl in a red panda's body.
She twerks so long, too.
Yeah.
It's the whole thing.
And she's like, what do you think of this, Ma? And I'm like, oh my gosh, stop it.
I move my butt. Like,
stop.
Okay. Well, this got real weird. But it works, I guess. And then she, like, shoots herself into her. She does, like, a big spear. I don't know.
I don't know what she does, but somehow she knocks her mom out.
Yeah, she hurtles herself into her forehead and knocks her down. So
she knocks her down.
Which is not good.
Because she knocks her out of the circle.
Yeah.
She's, like, part way out of the circle.
Mm-hmm.
And so
I really thought Fortown was dead at that point. Because she landed straight on them, basically. It seemed like. But
right before that, it had shown the friends, and they saw the boy band, and they went after them.
Because they're all singing around the circle, but it's not loud enough.
Mm-hmm. So they were like, if we get them to come over here, then they can sing with us.
And they have microphones, and
Exactly. So that's how. I was like, I'm pretty sure they got him out before that happened.
I assume they wouldn't kill off Fortown.
Surely not.
But it was looking rough there.
So anyway, May starts trying to pull her back into the circle, but she's not strong enough because she's pretty small compared to her mother. Because oh my gosh, the mom is absolutely enormous.
Yeah.
So she starts trying to pull her, and she's not really doing anything. Mm-hmm. And that's when the grandma's like, okay, we've got to help.
Yep.
So she takes her bracelet and she throws it on the ground. Shatters it. She turns into her panda form.
Yep.
So she goes to help, and she's like, everybody help.
Yeah.
And so all the ants start throwing off their
jewelry.
Jewelry, and they start turning into pandas. Yeah. Into red pandas, and they all pull her into the circle, and they get the ritual started.
And they're all in the circle so that they can all turn back.
Yes. So they're all in the circle, and they start doing the ritual. Fortown starts singing.
Yeah, they sing their song.
Yeah, all the people who are still in the stadium that didn't just completely get out of there, they start singing too.
Yep.
And so everybody's singing along. They're getting this ritual started, and then it starts.
Yep.
And the next thing you know, May is in the other realm.
The forest thing again, yeah.
And she finds her mom there, but her mom is like...
Mom's crying.
Teenage mom.
Yeah.
Teenage version. And she's crying.
Because she hurt her mom.
Yeah, because she hurt her mom, and she disappointed her and everything, and she's just... She can't be perfect.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay... Why didn't you think?
But you the things you learn from your parents, you end up repeating them.
I guess so.
No matter how much you don't want to, it's tough sometimes. You have to learn not to.
I feel like my mom was not like that.
What? That she did her mom's stuff or what?
That she was not like my grandmother.
Yeah. Well, some people aren't able to.
I guess she broke it. I don't know.
Maybe.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just that I think my mom's the best. So
you got a good mom.
Yeah. And I even thought that when I was that age. So even despite the fact that she would sometimes dance in the grocery store and embarrass me.
Yeah, we got good moms.
I guess so.
I think there's still probably some things maybe you don't realize that you get from your parents.
Yeah.
It's not all. It doesn't always have to be bad things.
True.
Like you're dancing in the aisle.
That's true.
So, yeah. Yeah, so
that's very true.
It makes sense.
So, anyway, she talks to her and everything. I can't remember what she says, though.
She's like, it's all right. You don't have to be perfect or something. And she just kind of leads her by the hand. Mm-hmm. They're going to go. And they finally make it to the clearing with all the other family members.
Yep, the grandmother and the aunts and everything. They're all there together.
Yeah. And she's still chosen to keep her panda.
Yes.
And the grandmother's like, may they watch over you or whatever.
So all the others start walking through and leave their panda spirits behind.
Yeah.
So the grandmother goes first, then all the aunts go, and then the mother, it's just her and her mother left.
Yeah.
And so the mother goes through, but she's still on the other side of the mirror, and she's talking to her.
She freaks out a little. She's like, you gotta come with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, I have to do this. This is how I want, is how I want to be.
I'm changing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, well, it'll be hard for me, but,
yeah,
we'll make it through.
Yeah.
So she's like, I'll see you soon. And so she goes off, and then and then she turns around and Sun Yu's behind her, and at that point you were like, she's just like floating back there.
Yeah. And turn around. There's a spirit.
And so she turns into her panda spirit also and pulls her up into the air. And
they go panda plan. Yeah.
So they kind of float together and they touch their little noses together, which is real cute.
Oh, pandas.
Little panda kiss.
Little red panda.
So yeah, and then she's I guess wakes back up in the normal world.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Everybody's good. She's still got her red panda spirit, and all the others have new.
Yeah, because their jewelry got broken,
jewelry.
So they had to put it into something.
Mm-hmm. And so it was like whatever they could find. So the mother's is the Tamagotchi. And she keeps feeding her red panda, which is kind of sweet. Yeah, it's really cute. But it's like, oh my gosh, where's what happened to Robert Jr.? He's dead.
I got my son.
So yeah, no more Robert Jr.
Yeah,
so sad.
It's sad. And the grandmother's is a 4-town chain.
Yes,
thing.
a 4-town chain. And she already said, like, earlier in the movie that 4 is an unlucky number or something like that. Or it's, like, the worst number. It's so unlucky. That's what it was.
I kind of wish I knew what the ants were.
Yeah,
I do too. Because there weren't many other things there.
Mm-mm.
So, I don't know.
So, yeah, they have their new...
one is Miriam's braces.
Oh my gosh.
That's not true. That would have been fine.
No. So yeah. They have their spirits.
Yeah.
Their red panda spirits stuck in 4-town stuff.
They'll never forget it.
Yep.
And she got pictures of 4-town. It kind of ended up working.
Yeah, she got a picture.
She got to meet them all.
Yeah, she got a picture with her as the red panda.
Uh-huh.
And all of 4-town.
Yeah.
And her family and her friends all together. And it's signed and everything.
And she made out like a bandit.
Right. Pretty cool.
Yep. And the temple's up and going again, and she turns into the panda to attract more people.
Yeah.
They're raising money to repair all the damages they made.
Yep.
They got a little thermometer thing going.
Yep, they gotta get all that money.
They gotta raise like $1 million or something like that. It was a lot.
I mean, there was a lot of damage.
Yeah, that mom messed some stuff up.
Yeah, so, and she still takes time she makes time to go hang out with her friends more. Instead of staying at the temple all the time and helping her mom out. Yeah. And her mom's like, well, okay, I guess that's fine, Yeah. So she goes and gets to hang out with her friends. Yeah. And Tyler's her friend now, too.
Tyler is part of the
group.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
Good for him. And the dad loves 4-town.
I guess so. Because
it's a credit scene.
Yeah, there's a little after credits scene where he's dancing. Yeah. To 4-town.
Yeah. I love that dad.
Yeah, he was cute. He's really into cooking.
But yeah, I thought it was a really good movie. I liked the whole, it's just a big metaphor for puberty, and I think it was really good how it did it. I thought they did a great job. Yeah. Because puberty sucks, man. You turn and you're angry, and you don't get along with your parents a lot of the time. And
it's very true.
It's just, you're a mess for a while. Hormones are the worst sometimes.
Yeah. And I saw somebody talking about how this is the second Pixar movie about a girl and her mother and bears.
Oh, Brave.
Brave.
Yeah.
Because her mother turns into a bear.
Yeah.
And in this one, her mother turns into a red panda. So
Yeah.
it's kind of funny.
It's true.
But, yeah.
Yeah. I liked the Asian theme. I liked having it around an Asian family. I thought that was nice. Get some representation, and it shows they're just normal people. That's nice. What? I mean, it's like, getting more diversion out there so you can, because people are afraid of other races because they're different, but we're all just the same. Diversion, diversity, whatever. We're all just the same.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I think it's kind of weird that they put it out in March instead of, because wasn't, February 1st Chinese New Year?
I don't know, maybe. I
think that's when it was this year. It seems, I don't know.
That's not the year of the red panda or anything.
That's true, because there's not a
year of the red panda. So, yeah, I don't know. It can be any time.
Yeah, that's true.
We release white people movies not on White People Day.
What are you talking about? White People Day is every day.
Oh. Yeah. So, yeah, I thought it was a good movie. I liked it better than Luca, I think. Their last Pixar outing.
I don't know. Probably.
Yeah. But I still want the food from it. Speaking of food.
Too bad we don't know how to make those.
I think we can make it. It's not that hard, I don't think. What?
You say that, but you know how.
You're very good at making things.
Okay.
You made bread bowls the other day that were amazing. You made yeast rolls that looked really good.
They were really good.
And yeah, you're 50% on sweet rolls.
And the only reason it's 50% is because my yeast did not activate.
Yeah,
I think
that's not your
it was
fault.
too hot. I think I killed my yeast.
I got my yeast.
I killed my yeast. Gosh, what? Apparently I'm having puberty right now.
But yeah, you're very good at. I don't know what you're afraid of. You're very good. But anyway, it's snack time.
Okay.
This is what
I was gonna say. The movie was turning red. And now we're going to the other side of the color wheel, to the complementary color of red, which is green.
Green. We're going green.
Because this year
we're finally doing St. Patrick's Day.
Because this week is St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, it's good and great. And we're not getting drunk for the podcast.
No.
For the podcast.
Although, we thought we might have to...
Yeah, it was looking bad.
...do something other than what we decided on. Because we almost had to give up and say, fine, we'll
have a Guinness.
We'll have a Guinness.
Yeah.
Even though I don't like beer.
Have you had Guinness?
Probably a sip of it.
Okay.
And I probably hated it because it's beer and I just don't like beer. I'm not big.
It's a weird. It's not like any other beer, but it's not saying it tastes good.
Yeah, but that's not what we had.
That's not what we had.
And we had this yesterday.
Yes, because it was a nightmare.
It was a nightmare to get, and also it would have been very hard to do this whole podcast and then wait and do snack time after.
Yeah. So what we did is we went. I didn't. Well, you didn't, but we got a Shamrock shake, and they now have Oreo Shamrock Flurries at McDonald's.
So we got one Shamrock shake. And
separate McFlurries because I wanted ice cream.
Yeah, and you had just part of the shake. I had most of it. And
I've never had it.
I haven't either.
A Shamrock, so yeah, we were curious about what they would be like.
Yep, because I was gonna have a Shamrock shake it was probably about 5 years ago now. Mm-hmm. And the one time that I have gone to try to get a Shamrock shake, of course they were like, the machine's down.
Yeah, of course.
So I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess I won't.
Yeah.
And so I've always wanted to try them, though, because I see people, talking about them all the time.
Yeah. I'm not... mint's fine. I just generally don't like it in things as much as probably other people do.
Yeah, and I do like mint and stuff, because I like thin mints. I like mint chocolate chip cookies. Yeah. Not chocolate chip cookies. Mint chocolate chip ice cream.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So
if it's mild, I really like it. Like those Andes mints.
Love Andes mints, yes.
Truckloads of those bad boys.
They're so good.
They are. And I like is a strong word, but I'll have a peppermint.
Yeah. See, I'm not big on just peppermint by itself.
Yeah. So didn't know what I was going to think about this. Mm-hmm. I didn't know how mint milk was going to work.
Yeah.
But here we go.
I figured I would probably like it.
Yeah. And the first one I went to, the first McDonald's, they did not have Shamrock shakes and they did not have hamburgers.
Well, they
didn't have ice cream or burgers.
The machine was down and they had no burgers. And I'm like, how is this possible?
Well, I don't even know if the machine was down. They just didn't have ice cream.
Oh, that was.
They just may have been out of ice cream in total. I don't know.
Gosh.
So I went to the next one, which is still close by, but, you know.
It is not our favorite one. We have complained about this McDonald's before.
All kinds of mess ups at this one. So I was like, I'm not expecting much. Even if we somehow get it from there, it's probably going to be screwed up.
It's probably going to be wrong somehow.
So, but I got there and they were like, yeah, we don't have Shamrock shakes. I'm like, okay, cool. And then I had to wait in line because I was stuck in line.
Oh, yeah.
So just had to go through the line. And then finally I went to the one by my house and they had both. They had Shamrock shakes. They had Shamrock McFlurries.
Yay!
The line was very long. Maybe because they're the only ones that have ice cream right now.
Maybe.
But yeah, so I was like, all right, here we go.
We're going to do it.
Yeah. So that's what we had. I took a bit of the Shamrock shake because I did not want much of it. Yeah. Because I was not optimistic about this. And then we each had our own McFlurry, like we said. Yep. So, thoughts? How did you like the Shamrock shake, first of all?
I liked it.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. I was pleasantly surprised how much I liked it. Yeah. I thought it was really good.
I'm not going to be like, every year I want a Shamrock shake. Yeah. But I wouldn't mind having one.
We'll get to why I may never have one again.
Oh, no.
What I had was very good. Because I just had a small bit in a cup.
Yeah, so I liked...
And a lot of it was whipped cream, too, so that helps.
Okay. See, I liked it. And when I took the first taste of it, I was like, this tastes really familiar. Because it's not mint chocolate. Yeah. It's mint vanilla.
Right. And it's good.
And the thing it reminded me of, I finally figured it out last night. I don't know if it's... I don't know if you're going to know what this is. But if you go to if you ever go to a baby shower, which, guys usually don't go to baby showers.
I've not been to a baby shower.
They have these little things there. It's like they take white chocolate and mint and they mix it up and they put it in molds. So it'll be like in the mold of a baby shoe or something. And it has like a little bit of a mint taste.
I feel like I've had things like that, not at a baby shower. Maybe at like wedding.
Yeah, they sometimes they'll have them at wedding kind of things. Yeah, so that's what it tastes like to me. And I've always liked those. And a lot of times they'll be different colors. Yeah. Like you might get like a purple, like a pastel kind of purple something, like wedding bells or something like that. Yeah. That's what it tastes like. I know what you're
talking about. Yeah, I can see that.
And so I've always liked those. So I'm like, that's what this tastes like. So I liked it.
But here's what destroyed it for me.
Oh no.
The Oreo mint McFlurry.
Okay, mine was not as bad as yours. So I don't have, but I know exactly why yours.
It started off very good. Yes. I liked it. I'm a Blizzard man, okay?
Oreo Blizzard's great.
I don't really like McFlurries in general. They don't put enough mix-ins for me.
Yeah, it's like, and what they do put in, like when you get an Oreo Blizzard, you get large chunks of Oreo.
It is fantastic.
It's so great. And then this is just like, it's like they took like the Oreo and blended it until it was just little teeny tiny crumbs.
It's like when you're done with a package of Oreos, the stuff that's just in the package.
Yeah, just the crumbs. It's just crumbs.
Yeah, and it's not as good.
It's not.
A Sonic Blast is even worse. Because they they dust a little bit on the top, and it's like, there you go. And those can just go away. Yeah. I hate them. Yeah, I love Sonic, but Blasts are terrible.
Blizzards are the superior
They are amazing.
Yeah, now I kind of want a Blizzard.
They are my favorite ice cream treat. I've never had better.
They're so good.
I've had a lot of good ice cream. I will trade them all for a Blizzard. But anyway, this McFlurry. So I've never really liked McFlurries. This one was better, though. I feel like mine had a few bigger chunks in it, which was nice. And it started off pretty good. It was a good mix of the mint and the Oreo. Then I got about halfway down. Yeah. And I started to see a lot of unmixed mint. Yeah. So I mixed it up some, and it was fine. And then I got to about a third left.
Uh-huh.
And it was just, it had all
Great
melted.
mint.
It was soup, and it was so much unmixed in mint syrup, and it tasted so bad. It was so minty and like artificial mint to where it's just like eating toothpaste at that point. And that taste, I don't know that I can ever get over it. Honestly, when I think about these, I'm going to think of that.
Oh no.
Because it was so bad. I didn't even finish it because I couldn't. It was gross, and it ruined it for me. Yeah.
Mine wasn't as bad because I ate like just the very tip top of mine, and then I mixed it more because I was like, I'm going to try, because I noticed there was a lot of just straight vanilla.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm going to try to mix this up a little bit better.
Yeah.
And I stuck my spoon all the way in, and I was like, oh, that's where all the mint flavor is. And so I was able to mix it a little better than you were able to. So it wasn't as bad for me. Yeah. But also, once I got down to the bottom, I didn't finish mine. Yeah. Because it was all soupy. And
it wasn't good.
Yeah, it wasn't that great. So I would definitely, the Shamrock Shake I would have again. I don't think I would have the...
Yeah, if I was going to get another one, I would get the shake and not the flurry. That was bad. So, yeah. Ugh. So what will we rate these? I guess we'll rate them individually.
Yes. Yeah, because you can't rate those two together.
Yeah, you can't. So I'm going to start with the McFlurry, and I'm going to give it a 1. Okay. Because it was good at first, and then it was ruined forever. It's lucky it didn't get a 0.
And see, mine was better.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what I'm going to give it, because I feel like I give things 3 a lot.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I feel like it's a 3. Yeah.
Hey, it is.
Because it was, since I was able to mix mine better. Yeah. But I don't think I would want one again.
And you know what? It's not our job to mix it. You're supposed to mix it. You have an ice cream mixer that is obviously broken still, even though it's going, I guess. That is obviously not working right. And so you need to mix in everything. Don't give me this gross half-mixed stuff.
Or if you're not going to mix it that well, don't put the mint at the bottom. Yeah. Put it at the top. Yeah. So that you can mix all that in a little bit better. Because the top was mixed okay.
Yeah. But I feel like it would have been real liquidy at the top if they'd have done that.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
But instead it was real liquidy at the bottom, and it was not good.
They need to work on that because it's real bad.
I mean, I do give 0.5 sometimes, so it would probably be closer to like a 2.5.
Okay. Well, what are you going to give the Shamrock Shake?
I feel like I either give like 3s or 7s a lot. That's kind of funny. But no, I think I'm going to go... I hate to go 7 because I say 7 a lot. I know I do. Wrong with that. But I feel like it's a 7 for me.
I'm giving it a 5.
Okay.
I was surprised how much better it was than I thought it was going to be. It's still not something I want a lot. Yeah. I'm fine not ever having it again.
Yeah. See, I liked it. I don't want it every year. If I happen to go to McDonald's around this time. And they have them, and I go, oh, they have Shamrock Shakes, then I might get one. Yeah. But it's not going to be something that's,
yeah, you're not
high on my list. I'm not going specifically just to get it, a Shamrock Shake.
Yeah, I get that. So, yeah. I can't decide if that's disappointing. I wasn't going into it optimistic, but I was like, I feel like we need to try it. Yeah. For St. Patrick's Day.
And I've wanted to try it for several years. Yeah. It's just I've never, I don't go to McDonald's that often. Right. And if I do, it's not normally when they have them. So.
Yeah. And their machines are always broken anyway.
Exactly.
So you're lucky if you can even get one. So, all right. There you go. That's our Shamrock Shake. Take it for what you will. Yeah. Stay away from the McFlurries. I'm just like,
Or if you're going to get it, make sure you mix it up really, really well.
Yeah. And maybe freeze it halfway through. Yeah. Go ahead and just put it back in the freezer, pop it back in there, because it's going to be liquidy.
Yeah, because it's going to melt pretty fast.
Soup. Yeah. Their machines are bad. So, yeah. That's that. What is your favorite seasonal item at McDonald's? You can let us know. What did you think about turning red? Are red pandas the cutest animal in the world? Are they cuter than Wilson the dog?
No.
Okay, well.
But he's the baby boy.
He is very cute. Well, anyway, let us know your thoughts at our Twitter. Our Twitter is @HavingFunCast. Facebook is @HavingFunPod.
Or you can send us an email and let us know all of your thoughts. Send that one to havingfunpod@gmail.com.
And look out this week for our YouTube channel, which we'll hopefully have a new video up of not only the podcast episode, but the next snack box, which was fun and interesting.
Actually, by the time this one goes up, that one should already be there.
I didn't want to put pressure on you on that.
I mean, I'm almost done editing. In case you wondered, Mark edits the podcast. Mark edits the podcast. I edit the YouTube videos.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm working on the edit for the France Universal Yums box. And we actually have the next Universal Yums box, the March one, already here.
We'll need to record that this week.
We'll probably record it in the next day or two. So there might actually be 2.
Ooh, we're spoiling you.
This week. I don't know.
We're having fun podcasts on YouTube.
Yep.
So look for us there. And also, I'm going to try and get the Instagram going, but I can't remember what the thing is. Because I'm taking all these pictures now. I'm trying to put more pictures in there. So I want to start actually uploading it. I've just been very bad so far about it. But we'll see how long that motivation lasts and if it actually happens. But anyway, we will see you next time. So go have a great week and we will see you then. Goodbye.
Bye.